Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Kansas offense will have the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Polly.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Got his man to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Kansas State's offense will take the field for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
On the move. Jukes his way for more. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Bust through behind his pad. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the single back. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
On the option. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
On the option. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Strong, firm tackle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Oh, it's a reverse. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Yang. Dances away from the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Kansas 21. Kansas State.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Throws to the tight end.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on the option. Got the first down and more. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong.
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Kansas. And once he got loose, it was all over. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kansas State, 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing
Trying to beat the D deep. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Kansas State quick to the line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bennett. It's complete to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. A strike downfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting it.
And they got him for the sack. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Power football with the run. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Kansas State pushing the pace. Leaves it with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it up.
Open runway ahead. Inside the 30. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Bennett. They're bringing, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Fighting off the defender. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first.
Got it in stride inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking downfield, it's Yang. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Going downfield for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. Nope.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Moving past the 25. Can anyone catch him? At the 30. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Yang. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. Listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Wants to throw on second down. Swings it out to the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And tackled there by the defense. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun. Coming after him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And the number one thing I'm thinking when I'm backed up like this is don't get a negative play. Create some space. Nice job by the offense. Nice run.
And as soon as you squirt through that hole, you can make a big play, and that's what they did there. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that pass picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Jayhawks have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You can tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Touchdown.
Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
46, Kansas State, 32.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Dropping back, it's Bennett trying to get to him. got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. They're trying to get to it. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Snags it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas State, 32.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Smashes through. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Wants to throw. It's Bennett. He finds his man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Wants to throw on first down. quick strike complete. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Kansas State quick to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's going to let it go. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Kansas. And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking for a man. It's Bennett. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to...
And he's thrown another interception. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave.
Got a lot of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. From the red zone, looking for a man. Out of the backfield, he's open. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag.